Are DB pension transfer values falling? This is a common question we hear a lot from our clients. To start off with, guys, the very best thing you can do for me is to like and subscribe below. I know it's annoying, but it really is the very best thing you can do to me to help the channel. We put a lot of effort and time into these videos. The majority of people watching our videos are not subscribed. If you do subscribe, it is literally the best thing you can do for me. It makes me very happy, lets YouTube know that we're doing a good job, and we're really trying to push to get to 2,000 subscribers now. So please, if you can, hit the subscribe button. Now, are DB pension transfer values falling? The answer to this, currently speaking, is no. Now, obviously, they can go up marginally up or down each month based on gilt rates, but compared to where we were before, where we saw big drops in CETV transfer values, circa 40–50%, we're not really seeing much volatility now. Over the course of the past 1 year, the 20-year gilt rate, for example, has been at or around 4.5%. So we're not really seeing large changes at the moment. So for anyone doing analysis now, you're going to be thinking, oh, over the course of the past year, any CETVs that you've had through, they're not going to be dramatic changes up or down either way. The past year has been somewhat levels of stability. So it's not really something that you need to be worried about things dropping further, because if you think about it, the UK government can't really continue to keep or increase interest rates. The Fed in the US has already said they're going to put rates on hold again, as we saw last week. So no, DB pension transfer values are not falling. Now, what I always have to say to people is, when you're working with the authorised and regulated pension transfer specialist that we work with here at Cameron James, the transfer value is one of the things which is least interesting to them in terms of the value. Now, I know for you as clients that sounds bonkers. If something was a higher value or a lower value, that might be the #1 reason that you want to transfer or not transfer a DB. I completely understand that, and I see where the logic comes from. When the PTS is putting together the authorised and regulated DB report, though, on the suitability of transferring out, suitability is to do with a very, very large number of factors. Say, for example, you have ill health or serious ill health. Irrespective of the value of your CETV, it's far likely a better option for you to potentially complete a transfer out as opposed to remain inside your scheme. Obviously, this is not advice. You have to go through the authorised and regulated PDS process to understand the outcome of the suitability report. So it's not a one size fits all. And really, it comes down to your plan. What are your goals that you want to achieve with your DB scheme that you cannot achieve with your DB scheme? Say, for example, your DB scheme is offering you a guaranteed income of £30,000 per annum. Your expenses are £30,000 per annum. You have a UK state pension and you have some other property income. The pension transfer specialist is going to say, well, why do you need this money? You can already cover your expenses from your guaranteed income. Why go away from a guaranteed income safeguarded benefit, I should say, for life, and go into, say, for example, a SIP where you invest in the equity market? So you really have to have a clear plan and rationale. That's not to say if you have a clear plan and rationale, you will be proposed a positive transfer by the PTS. It's becoming extremely difficult for PTSs to advise positive transfers for obvious reasons. Your DB scheme, whatever scheme it is going to have indexation, either IPI, CPI plus a certain amount, which means your money's guaranteed to grow. If the markets go flat, if the markets go down, if the markets go up, it doesn't matter. Your pension pot will continue to grow and your scheme will have to pay for it. Obviously, compare that to inside a SIP or whatever solution you might want to use. That is obviously utilising the equity markets in order to grow your capital. Now, in fairness to the equity markets, they have performed very well, roughly 10% over the course of the past 50 years or so. But again, there's no guarantee with that growth. So just to clarify that again, there is the possibility to outperform the performance or the annual income that you get from your DB by utilising a transfer out and utilising something as a SIP. But there is also the possibility that that SIP may not match the guaranteed income that you would receive from your DB scheme, and it could be lower as well. So very important to understand that. Let me know in the comment section below what you've seen happening with your CETV. Has it been going up? Has it been going down? Are you still considering to complete a transfer? Let us know below. Happy to answer that. And as always, you can head over to the website, book in via the calendar link for your free 60-minute consultation with one of our financial advisors. Please attach as much information as you can. If you have a most recent CETV, even an old CETV, send it over in advance. It'll make your 60 minutes with our financial advisor far more valuable for you rather than just a very, very high level conversation. And always to clarify, when you're leaving your inquiry online, any paperwork or information you share in the comment section, on the inquiry, I should say, is under data protection. And it doesn't make you a client of Cameron James. It just allows us to have a better conversation with you from the beginning and help you be in a more educated and informed position as to whether you wish to proceed with authorized and regulated pension transfer advice from the pension transfer specialist. And as always, guys, take care with your UK pension assets.